Summer 2025, a season of sun, sand, and sequels. So many sequels. Seriously, if you threw a rock this season, you'd hit a season 2 of something that was a banger 2 years ago. It's less a new season of anime and more like a high school reunion where everyone got hotter and more traumatized. So the question is, beyond the returning kings, is there anything new actually worth your time? Or is this just the anime industry telling us to rewatch the good stuff from 2023? Well, I've sifted through the mountain of content so you don't have to. This is the Anime Analyzer's Guide to Summer 2025, in a nutshell.
本気出すぜ。
Okay, let's get the big ones out of the way first. You know 'em, you love 'em, you're already watching 'em. Marin is back to drain our wallets with more cosplay. The aliens and ghosts are still fighting over Okurin's family jewels. Kafka is turning into a giant monster again. Nazuna is still not letting Ko sleep in the boring way. Senku is probably building a time machine out of petrified bat guano. And the 7th prince is still a 10-year-old with the power of a god and the priorities of a kid in a candy store. These are the certified bangers. You don't need me to tell you to watch them. Shield Hero is on Season 4, which means we're all collectively praying for Season 1 quality and not, Season 2 quality. And Sakamoto Days is back, so the best dad in anime is about to do more John Wick stuff with a stapler.
Relax.
All good? And then there's this. Rent a Girlfriend, Season 4. The cultural car crash that we just can't look away from. Kazuya has probably paid enough money to buy a small island by now. Is this the season he finally grows a spine? Of course not. But am I gonna watch it? You bet your sweet bippy I am. And then, the second coming, a new panty and stocking. Studio Trigger has opened the heavens to grace us with more anarchic, degenerate angel-on-demon violence, and I, for one, am ready to ascend. This isn't just anime of the season, this is a cultural event. Okay? Deep breath. Now that we've paid our respects to the returning gods, what about the new blood? Alright, every season needs a new, edgy action show to get the blood pumping. And this summer, we've got a couple of absolute bangers vying for the throne. First up, Gachiakuta. Our boy Rudo lives in the slums of a rich town, hates wastefulness, and rummages through trash to survive. His dad got yeeted into a giant trash hole called the Abyss for a murder he didn't commit, and guess what happens to Rudo? He gets framed for his foster dad's murder and gets chucked into the exact same trash hole. This sounds like Made in Abyss had a baby with Chainsaw Man, and they were raised by the creator of Soul Eater. Instead of dying, he finds a world of trash monsters and people called cleaners who fight them with special weapons. Now he's got to fight his way out to get revenge. The art style from the manga is insane, so if Studio Bones is animating this like they did with Gachiakuta's spiritual predecessors, we are in for a goddamn treat. Then we have Tugen Anki. There's an ancient rivalry between people with the blood of Momotaro, the Peach Boy, and the Oni, or demons. Momotaro are the protectors, Oni are chaotic messes. Our protagonist, Shiki, is a hot-headed delinquent who finds out, plot twist, he's got Oni blood, right after his Momotaro foster dad dies protecting him. In his dying breath, his dad confesses everything. Shiki's Oni blood awakens in a fit of rage, and he immediately gets scouted by a teacher from a special school for Oni kids. It's Jujutsu Kaisen meets Blue Exorcist meets Japanese folklore. A protagonist with a hidden dangerous power, a special academy to learn how to control it. Inject this shonen goodness directly into my veins. This is comfort food for action fans. Alright, now for the shows that are gonna make you think, or feel, or maybe just stare at your ceiling at 3 a.m. contemplating your life choices. First, The summer Hikaru died. Yoshiki and Hikaru are best friends in a small village. But one summer, Hikaru changes.
お前、惹かれちゃうやろ。
Yoshiki knows the thing that looks and acts like his friend is an imposter. When he confronts it, the new Hikaru partly transforms into some otherworldly horror, threatens to kill him, but also professes its love for him. Yee. This isn't your ha-ha spooky ghost horror. This is the deep, psychological, body snatcher folk horror that's gonna make you afraid of your own best friend. Watch this one with the lights on. On the complete opposite end of the spectrum, we have the fragrant flower blooms with dignity. You've got two high schools right next to each other. One is a prestigious all-girls academy for rich kids. The other is a public school full of delinquents. The rich girls hate the delinquent boys. Our delinquent protagonist, Rintaro, has a scary face but is actually a sweet boy who helps at his family's cake shop. One day, he meets Karuko, a girl from the rich school who sees his kind heart. Too bad for them, they're from rival schools. It's Romeo and Juliet, but with more delinquents and cake. This is this season's dose of pure, uncut, diabetic wholesomeness. If the horror of Hikaru breaks your soul, this show will gently piece it back together with sugar and frosting. This is my certified hidden gem of the season. Don't sleep on it. And for our Yuri fans, we have There's No Freaking Way I'll Be Your Lover. Unless... The title is an entire light novel. Renako wants a normal high school life with normal friends. She meets Mai, a super popular fashion model who is her total opposite. They hit it off. Renako thinks she's found her new BFF, until Mai confesses her romantic love for her. Renako says no, Mai says challenge accepted. And now they're in a battle of wits where one is trying to secure the best friend ending, and the other is speedrunning the true romance route. Then there's Secrets of the Silent Witch. Monica Everett is the strongest mage in the world, the only one who can use enchanted spells. She's also cripplingly shy. She literally learned silent casting just to avoid talking to people. Now, this powerhouse with zero self-confidence has to be a secret bodyguard for a prince. This is Comey Can't Communicate meets Harry Potter. The protagonist is literally me. She would rather fight a legendary black dragon than make a phone call. Relatable. You thought we could escape it? The Isekai truck's work is never done. First, the water magician. A guy gets reincarnated, gets water magic, and just wants a quiet life. But he gets dropped in a super dangerous land full of deadly monsters. Lucky for him, he has the eternal youth trait, so 20 years pass in a flash while he grinds his levels, and now he's the strongest water magician ever who still just wants to chill. I give it 3 episodes before he accidentally saves a kingdom and becomes their god king against his will. It's the law. And now for something completely unhinged. Apocalypse bringer Minogra. Our hero dies from an illness and gets reincarnated into his favorite fantasy strategy game, but not as the hero. He gets reincarnated as the god of the evil civilization, Minogra. His main companion is a beautiful unit called the Sludge Witch. This is for everyone who played Age of Empires and just wanted to wololo their way to victory. It's either going to be a work of genius or a glorious mess. I'm in. And finally, Clevetess. Get this. The chosen heroes set out to defeat the Demon King Clevetess. But because heroes in these stories are often idiots, they mess up and trigger a world-ending crisis. Humanity's only hope? A baby. That the heroes entrusted to the Demon King. So the villain is now playing reluctant single dad to the only person who can save the world from the hero's screw-up. The premise alone is a 10 out of 10. This is the kind of subversion I live for. Every season has a few shows that just defy categorization. First, City the Animation. A girl named Midori is broke and owes rent. Her friend won't loan her money, so she considers bullying and petty theft to make ends meet before realizing a job might be better, but that would cut into her fun adventure time. This synopsis reads like a fever dream. This is either going to be a hilarious slice-of-life comedy or a deeply concerning story about urban poverty. Maybe both. And lastly, detectives these days are crazy. A former genius high school detective is now a washed-up 35-year-old with bad hips and a failing agency. Then, a high school girl shows up wanting to be his partner. It's a buddy cop comedy, where one buddy probably complains about gas prices, and the other communicates entirely through TikTok dances. This has the potential to be surprisingly wholesome or incredibly cringe, and I honestly can't tell which. So, summer 2025 in a nutshell? It's the season of the sequel overlords, paying tribute to the kings of yesterday. It's a season with some genuinely killer new action shows in Gachiakuta and Tugananki. It's got horror that'll mess you up, romance that'll fix you, and a demon king who's a better parent than most isekai protagonists. What's the vibe? Cautious optimism. The sequels will deliver, but the real excitement lies in the new blood. What are you most excited for this season? What hidden gem did I miss? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll see you at the mid-season review, where we see how many of these hot takes aged like fine wine, and how many aged like milk in the summer sun.